proud to represent the Fairness for All Families Coalition, which is really an unprecedented coalition of more than 200 organizations, from retirees and seniors to campus organizations to labor organizations to social justice and civil rights groups, all who have various opinions on the issue of gay marriage but have one single common bond, and that is opposition to this amendment. It's interesting, what John won't debate is the actual amendment that he's put forward. What this amendment does is it doesn't simply codify existing Florida law. It doesn't simply codify the existing ban on same-sex marriage. In fact, the day before the November election, same-sex couples cannot marry. The day after the election, same-sex couples in Florida will not be able to marry, no matter which way you vote. So if it doesn't do what he's just talked about, what does it do? What it does is it takes away legal protections from unmarried couples, gay or straight. It prevents civil unions, comprehensive domestic partnership, and it threatens the existing benefits that people rely upon. And in fact, if you look at the numbers, if you look at the census, for example, more than 360,000 unmarried couples live in Florida who self-identify to the Census Bureau. Of that number, roughly 40,000 are same-sex couples. And it's that fact that has led so many organizations to speak out against this. In fact, seniors will be disproportionately impacted if we allow this benefits ban to go forward. And it's precisely why Arizona in 2006 became the first state to reject this amendment language, because they looked around at what it's actually doing and the benefits that it's taking away. Now, we don't have to speculate on what will happen as a consequence of this constitutional amendment if we allow it to pass in our state. We can look at Michigan, where people similar to John made exactly the same statements, the same promises, saying that this will not have any impact on anything except same-sex marriage. And if that's what they wanted, that's what they would have said. That would be the language of this amendment. But that's not the language of this amendment. It says the substantial equivalent thereof. And in that ambiguity is where the legal mischief can occur, and has occurred in other states. In Michigan, where they promised they would not go after domestic partnership benefits, they immediately went after domestic partnership benefits. And for the children and the families and the people that you profess to care about, they had their benefits taken away. They had health benefits taken away, essential benefits taken away because of the passage of that constitutional amendment. In Kentucky, the same people who swore up and down this would be very narrowly interpreted came back, not through surrogates, but the very same people who are now working to dismantle all domestic partnership protections on universities and through municipalities. It is the reason that the Florida Alliance for Retired Americans is at the forefront of this. It's the reason that the former head of the Department of Elder Affairs and the former head of the Florida Association of Retired Americans speaks out vigorously against this, because they don't want to talk about the amendment itself, the language of the amendment, the harm that it will do. And the bottom line is this: if this amendment passes, it will put government in the way of people taking care of their loved ones. It will take away people's ability to be with their loved ones in their hours of most dire need. It will do that for gay couples, it will do that for straight couples, and it is part of a larger agenda that says that the only relationships that are valid are married relationships. John's part of an effort to eliminate divorce, no-fault divorce. He believes that that is part of an agenda that says only marriage matters, and we ought to punish people who are unmarried or are unable to marry. I don't think that's what Florida believes. I don't think that's what the majority of Floridians believe. And in fact, polling shows that even people who don't support legalizing marriage for same-sex couples think it's wrong to deny people access to their loved ones in a hospital. Think it's wrong that the laws punish people who own property together, who look out for each other, who take responsibility for one another. And I think that when most Floridians understand what this amendment does, not what they say it does, but what it actually does and what it has been shown to do in other states, they will join this vast coalition and vote no in November.